Classroom Action Research, CAR, a complete step-by-step guide for beginners. Hello everyone. In this lesson, we will learn Classroom Action Research, CAR, in a very detailed and practical way. Many teachers and university students are required to conduct CAR, but they often have questions such as 1. What is CAR? 2. How do I start? 3. What is a pre-test? 4. What is a treatment? 5. What is a post-test? 6. How many cycles should I conduct? And 7. How do I analyze the data? By the end of this lesson, you will understand the entire CAR process from the beginning until the final report. 1. What is Classroom Action Research? Classroom Action Research, CAR, is a research method conducted by teachers to solve problems in their own classrooms and improve teaching and learning. In simple words, the teacher identifies a problem, implements a solution, observes the results, reflects on the findings, and makes improvements if necessary. The main purpose is not merely to produce research findings. The main purpose is to improve classroom practice. 2. Why conduct classroom action research? Teachers conduct CAR because they want to 1. Improve student achievement. 2. Increase student participation. 3. Improve motivation. 4. Solve learning difficulties. 5. Improve teaching methods. And 6. Create a better learning environment. 3. Example of a classroom problem. Suppose an English teacher notices that students are reluctant to speak English. During class. 1. Students remain silent. 2. Students are shy. 3. Students answer in Indonesian. And 4. Students avoid speaking activities. The teacher wants to solve this problem. Therefore, the teacher decides to conduct CAR. 4. The complete CAR process. Many beginners think CAR only consists of planning, acting, observing, and reflecting. Actually, in most educational CAR studies, there are additional components. 1. Problem identification. 2. Pre-test. 3. Cycle 1. Planning, acting, treatment, observing, post-test, and reflecting. 4. Cycle 2. Planning, acting, treatment, observing, post-test, and reflecting. This is the complete process commonly used in schools and universities. Step 1. Identify the problem. Before conducting research, identify a real classroom problem. Examples. 1. Speaking, students are reluctant to speak English. 2. Reading, students have difficulty identifying main ideas. 3. Writing, students make many grammatical errors. 4. Vocabulary, students have limited vocabulary. 5. Motivation, students are not interested in learning English. Bear in mind, a good problem should be real, observable, important, and solvable. Step 2. Conduct a pre-test. Before implementing any action, conduct a pre-test. What is a pre-test? A pre-test is a test given before the treatment. Its purpose is to determine students' initial ability. Think of the pre-test as the starting point. Without a pre-test, you cannot accurately measure improvement. Example. Research topic: improving student speaking ability through role-play activities. The teacher gives a speaking test. Results. Student. Score. A. 60. B. 65. C. 55. D. 70. Average score equals 62. This average becomes the baseline score. Step 3. Analyze the pre-test results. The teacher analyzes the scores. Findings. 1. Most students score below the passing grade. 2. Students are reluctant to speak. And 3. Students lack confidence. The teacher concludes that action is needed. Step 4. Prepare Cycle 1. Now the teacher begins the first cycle. Cycle 1. A. Planning. Planning means preparing everything before teaching. The teacher prepares lesson plans, design lessons that use role-play activities. Materials, prepare dialogues and speaking tasks. Observation sheets, prepare forms to record student participation. Speaking rubrics, prepare scoring criteria. Success indicators. Example: 1. 80% of students score at least 75. And 2. Students participate actively. Being acting, treatment. This is the implementation stage. The treatment is the strategy used to solve the problem. In this example, treatment equals role-play activities. And the procedures for example are: 1. The teacher introduces role-play exercises. 2. Students practice conversations. 3. Students perform dialogues. 4. Students interact using English. Example of treatment activities. Meeting 1. Students learn useful expressions. Meeting 2. Students practice short dialogues. Meeting 3. Students perform role plays. C. Observing. While the treatment is taking place, observations are conducted. The teacher observes: 1. Participation. 2. Motivation. 3. Confidence, and 4. Speaking performance. Observation data may include student participation. Before treatment, 40%. After treatment, 65%. Confidence. Before treatment, low. After treatment, moderate. D. Conduct post-test cycle 1. After completing the treatment, administer a post-test. What is a post-test? A post-test is given after the treatment. Its purpose is to measure improvement. Example results: pre-test average equals 62. Post-test cycle 1 average equals 71. Improvement equals 9 points. This indicates progress. However, the target score of 75 has not been achieved. E. Reflecting. Reflection is one of the most important stages. The teacher asks: what worked? What did not work? What should be improved? Reflection findings. Students participated more. Students enjoyed role-play. Some students remain shy. The target has not yet been achieved. Therefore, Cycle 2 is needed. Cycle 2. The second cycle is based on the weaknesses identified in Cycle 1. A. Planning. The teacher revises the strategy. Improvements include: 1. Smaller groups. 2. More practice opportunities. 3. Additional speaking models. 4. More feedback, and 5. Rewards for participation. Being acting, improved treatment. The revised treatment is implemented. Students receive: 1. More guided practice. 2. More speaking opportunities. 3. More encouragement. C. Observing. The teacher again records: participation, confidence, motivation, and speaking performance. Results show greater improvement. D. Conduct post-test cycle 2. Students take another speaking test. Results: pre-test average equals 62. Post-test cycle 1 average equals 71. Post-test cycle 2 average equals 82. The improvement is now substantial. E. Reflecting. The teacher evaluates the results. Findings: 1. Students are more confident. 2. Students participate actively. And 3. The average score exceeds the target. Success criteria have been achieved. The research can stop. Data collection instruments. To collect data, the teacher may use 1. Quantitative data. A. Pre-test. B. Post-test cycle 1. C. Post-test cycle 2. 2. Qualitative data. A. Observation sheets, to record classroom behavior. B. Interviews, to gather students' opinions. C. Questionnaires, to measure attitudes and motivation. D. Field notes, to document classroom events. E. Documentation, photos, videos, and student work. Data analysis. Quantitative analysis. Mean score formula. X equals sigma x per n. Where X equals mean score. Sigma x equals total score of all students. N equals number of students. Percentage formula. P equals F per n times 100%. Where F equals frequency. N equals total students. Qualitative analysis. Qualitative data include observations, interviews, field notes. The teacher looks for patterns. Examples. Students became more active. Students appeared more confident. Students enjoyed speaking activities. Success indicators. Before conducting CAR, determine success criteria. Examples. Achievement. 80% of students score at least 75. Participation. 80% of students actively participate. Confidence. Most students willingly speak English. Structure of a CAR proposal. Chapter 1, Introduction. 1. Background. 2. Problem identification. 3. Research questions. 4. Objectives. 5. Significance. Chapter 2, Literature review. 1. Relevant theories. 2. Previous studies. 3. Conceptual framework. 4. Action hypothesis. Chapter 3, Research method. 1. Research design. 2. Participants. 3. Instruments. 4. Pre-test procedures. 5. Treatment procedures. 6. Post-test procedures. 7. Data collection. 8. Data analysis. Structure of a CAR research report, thesis. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 2, Literature review. Chapter 3, Methodology. Chapter 4, Results and discussion. Include 1. Pre-test results. 2. Cycle 1 findings. 3. Post-test Cycle 1 results. 4. Reflection. 5. Cycle 2 findings. 6. Post-test Cycle 2 results. 7. Reflection. Chapter 5, Conclusion and suggestions. Final summary. A complete classroom action research study generally follows this sequence. 1. Identify problem. 2. Pre-test Cycle 1, planning. Treatment. Observation. Post-test. And reflection. 3. Cycle 2, planning. Treatment. Observation. Post-test. Reflection. 4. Conclusion. Remember. 1. The pre-test measures students' initial ability. 2. The treatment is the action used to solve the problem. 3. The post-test measures improvement after the treatment. 4. Observation records what happens during the learning process. 5. Reflection helps determine whether another cycle is needed. When these components are combined properly, classroom action research becomes a powerful tool for improving both teaching practices and student learning outcomes.